So this is part 2 about our D-Day. So after talking to the...
Hold on. We only talking about that day.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's what you said. I'm so slow. And
what did you think I meant?
When you was like, yo, we gonna talk about D-Day, and I'm like, all right. And I'm like, parts. So I'm like, I'm thinking like, not just that day. I wasn't thinking about that day. I'm thinking about a lot of, we're sticking to that day. Okay.
So after the first person left our home, I had to deal with the second chick and all of her shenanigans. And he told me this, and he told me y'all were divorced, and I was like, girl, those papers were fake. Okay? They didn't even have the right information in them. They were fake.
I filled out some fake divorce papers. Y'all, I was horrible.
He was horrible. Okay?
Matter of fact, horrible is an understatement for me.
That was
everything that I can say about me is an understatement, and then some. I was.
And I found those divorce papers, those fake divorce papers, as I was cleaning up your man cave. And I presented it to him. This is before I found out everything. This is before D-Day. I was like, what's up with this? Oh,
And I lied about that.
I just was,
Did I say something about acting?
No, you were saying that I was helping my dude out at work. He was trying to figure out how to do it, so I was just kind of showing him. Yes,
you know what?
He said.
I said so many lies that I don't even remember half of the stuff I said.
Yeah, you said that you were helping your dude out at work. He was going through a divorce. You were trying to show him how easy it was, and so you just kind of drew something up so he could go by that.
Oh, it made it seem like, that.
Do y'all really think I believe that?
That's how horrendous that lie was. That I'm over here geeking.
Do you really think I believe that lie? No, I did not. But I was like, oh, okay. Again, sometimes you just have to observe and take it in and let them look like an absolute boo-boo to fool, because you know full well that that's a bunch of bunk. But that's what you told me.
Now looking back, it's like, wow.
That's what you told me.
That's God dang. I said that.
You did. So anyway, she was telling me, well, he gave me this. He gave me a birthday card, and he gave me this, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, right. And I saw all of that. Like, I wanted her to know I seen it. I've seen all of it. And I wanted you to know that I had seen it all. Because when I brought that stuff to him, because now that she's confirming it, because I had brought it to him previously, that was just fake. It wasn't even my stuff. That's not even my handwriting. It is. Right? It is your handwriting. So after dealing with that, I was left to deal with you. And can I just say that he was so, he wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't say anything. And after I talked to the second person, she immediately called him, which he then answered the phone for, and went outside to go talk to her, to calm her down. And and he came back in talking about I just had to calm her down, let her know what the deal was. I was this is in blah blah. But little did he know I was in the garage listening, and he wasn't saying all that. He was sitting there, you got my baby in your stomach, and calm down.
It ain't funny, but just your favorite
looking back at it, I'm like, what are you gonna do? In my mind at that moment, this was the end. You either choose them, one of them, both of them, I don't care, or me, but you ain't gonna have all three. Yeah. And what he said was, give me 24 hours and I will get rid of both of those situations, and I will be back here to be 100% trying and working out this thing with you if you will let me. That's what he said. I do believe he meant that, but is that what he did?
My actions didn't dictate that I meant it.
And so my question is, what the freak? Where did you go? I mean, I know where he went. He went with the person that was pregnant. But why didn't you come back? Why? What was the disconnect?
This is the thing. I think in that moment, I know in that moment, I was a sucker for whatever she said. Mm-hmm. So she wanted to keep me there and was saying that she was going through whatever situations and that. So it was making me stay there because, again, it was my child and I didn't want nothing to happen to the child. It wasn't even really about her. It was about the child more so, because I knew basically the background of her side of the family.
Mm-hmm. So that night when you
And
left,
I was still lying to her too, because I wasn't telling her the truth either.
Right.
Yeah, I was lying to her too because I wasn't telling her the truth. So
yeah.
I knew you had already knew when things were out, so it was like,
So you did feel a relief even though you were still in all the toxicity?
Oh yeah, I felt a huge relief as far as that, because it's all out. But then I still, on top of that, had to deal with, that situation, with her and the child and stuff. And so that was still a whole nother animal itself, because that one, I was dug in so deep. The crazy part is, this person I wasn't even messing with that long, as opposed to the other person. But
I actually busted him with, the first person.
But this is the one that I'm in so deep because of all the con games and manipulation. And so it's almost like I got a taste of my medicine, but I wasn't paying attention. And as
Nor did you
got
care.
Caught. Yeah, and I didn't care.
I don't think you cared.
I didn't.
So did you think, leaving the house that night, that we were going to have anything? Like, I know what I said. I know I said at that moment that I wanted to work everything out, but did you really believe me?
I didn't.
Let me tell y'all something.
I did.
DDay was the start of a whole 2.5 years of us rebuilding our marriage.
Yeah.
So deep in all of that, like he said, that
I gotta take a breath now just thinking
Lord,
about it.
It was so much trying to remove him from all that, and it really was me intercessing and praying, because that's where all of that started, and him finally choosing to let God in.
I became a whole different person. I was always, high from smoking. The Mary Jane, let's get that straight. Okay, nothing else. But that was like my getaway. I was always smoking a blunt or something just to try to get away or to alleviate the pain. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep. So I was like killing myself internally and externally, mentally,
physically, emotionally, the whole nine.
When it came out, it was just, all right, I deal with what I got to deal with. I didn't even care, because I just felt like everything was done anyway. So I deal with what's next.
Yeah.
At the time, what I wasn't realizing and thinking or knowing about my wife was, she was going to be the person that, even in my biggest mess up in my life
and downfall,
that she would still be by my side. I was always used to everybody leaving my side. But I never had someone to actually stick it in with me, work with me through all of my issues, have time and patience, gave me grace, but also raw when she needed to be raw, fought with me. We didn't fight at each other, we fought together. So like I said, that those are just some of the reasons why she's my hero. So even on D-Day. So
D-Day is hard, but even if you have a horrific D-Day, you can have a tremendous restoration, renewal, and redemption.
That's right. Deuces.